Hi guys, so we have an O-level past paper question from the year 2016. The session is October-November. This is question number 3. We'll sketch the graph for a function, draw a tangent, solve for x, and find the equation of a line. So let's get into it. The question says complete the table of values for y equal to x over 20 times x squared minus 10. We need to find this value of y for this value of x. So let's plug this value of x into this equation. We do 5 over 20, which becomes 1 over 4 times 5 squared is 25, so we do 25 minus 10, and the value that we end up at is 3.75. Let's do the next part. So the next part says using a scale of 2 centimeter to 1 unit on both axes. I've already put down these, the scale of 2 centimeter to 1 unit on this grid to save us time. It says draw the graph of y equal to x over 20 times x squared minus 10. That means we have to put down these values of x and y into this grid right here to draw the graph. So when x is 0, y is 0. So we put a value over here. I hope this is visible. When x is 1, y is negative 0.45. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 0.45 is going to be here. When x is 2, y is negative 0.6, which means the value is going to be right there. When x is 3, y is negative 0.15. It is going to be there. The next is 4 and 1.2. So 4 and 1.2 is supposed to be, one second, this is right here, this is 1. 1.2 is going to be over here. Okay. And then 5 and 3.75. That means we go up from this point. 3.75 is going to be over here. Okay. Let me remove all the other marks. This, and this right here. And let's draw the graph of this value. Of these points. So I'll draw it in black. Let's see what we get. So we start from this point, we go all the way to this point. Okay, nice curve. And then we go from this value to this value. Perfect. This looks like a neat enough graph. The next part says by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at the point where x equal to 2.5. But x equal to 2.5, that means we have to find the gradient of the curve at this point right here. I hope this point is visible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need to draw, let's draw this line in red. We need to draw a line, a tangent that crosses this point right here. One second. Okay, so to make things simpler, I will draw the line from this edge of the graph to this edge of the graph. So I have a point over here. The value of this point, let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.5 and negative 1. And the value of this point over here is 5.5 and let's see what the other value is, 1.1. Let's say it's 1.1. Okay. So let's find the gradient now. We do y2 minus y1, which is 1.1 minus negative 1 divided by 5.5 minus 1.5, and let's see what we get. We get 2.1 over here and 5, so we get 4 over here. Let's see what the value is. 2.1 divided by 4. This roughly brings us to about 0.5. Yeah, it's close enough. 0.5. Okay, so one second. Yeah, the gradient of this is 0.5. Perfect. Sorry for the pause in between. The next part says use the graph to solve the equation x over 20 times x squared minus 10 equal to 0 for 0 to 5. Okay, what this means is the y value in this graph is supposed to be, of course, 0. That means they're talking about the y-axis, so the x-axis. The x-axis has two different values of x. One is over here and the other one is over here, right here. So one of the values is 0. The other value over here is going to be 3.1. So let's write down these values. One of the values is 0. The other value is 3.1. Okay, let's move on. The next part of the question says the graph of y equal to x over 20 times x squared minus 10 together with the graph of a straight line L can be used to solve the equation x cubed plus 10x minus 80 equal to 0 for 0 to 5. Okay, find the equation of line L. First of all, if L is a straight line, that means the equation of this line would be y equal to mx plus c. And the question here says that this along with this together, if we graph them together, this would actually help us to find the value, equate this equation, and then we can find the value of the equation of line L. So what we need to do first is we need to equate the straight line L and this graph right here. So we do mx plus c equal to x over 20 times x square minus 10. 20 gets cross multiplied. This becomes 20mx plus 20c. And on this side of the equation, you have x cubed minus 10x. Okay, if I bring all of this to the right side, the equation becomes x cubed minus 10x minus 20mx minus 20c. Now we have to look at this equation and this equation and find the values of m and c so that we can plug them back into this straight line. So if we have x cubed minus 10x minus 20mx minus 20c, this is equal to x cubed plus 10x minus 80. This needs to be equated with this equation right here. So first of all, we have negative 20c, which can be equated with negative 80. So if negative 20c is equal to negative 80, we cancel these two out, c comes out to be 4. That's one of the values. Let's find the value of m. So negative 10x minus 20mx is equal to 10x. What you do next is you take this to the other side, so it becomes negative 20mx equal to 10x plus 10x gives us 20x. So you cancel out the x's and you cancel out the 20s. So m becomes negative 1. So the two values are c is 4 and m is minus 1. When you plug them back into this equation, y equal to mx plus c, we get y equal to negative x plus 4, or you can also write it as y equal to x, sorry, not x, but you can write this as y equal to 4 minus x. That's done. The next part says draw the graph of the line L on the grid. Let's do that in another color. Let's do that in blue. Okay, so we have this equation right here. Let's write it down over here and make things easy for us. Y equal to 4 minus x. So let's choose 3 values of x to find 3 values of y. So if x is 0, 1 and 2, the y values become 4, 3 and 2. So if x is 0, y is 4, this is the point. This is one of the points right here. When x is 1, y is supposed to be 3. So the other point is right there. When x is 2, y is supposed to be 2. So the third point is going to be right there. Now let's plot a straight line that crosses this graph as well, this curve as well. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have this line over here. This blue line is the graph for y equal to 4 minus x. Let's see what the next part says. Hence solve the equation x cubed plus 10x minus 80 equal to 0. So we need to find the point of intersection of this line L and the graph and this graph over here. So let's see what the value is. We have one of the value. Okay, there's only one value. This is the value over here. Let's see what the coordinates of x are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the value of x comes out to be 3.5 and we are done with the question. I hope this question made sense. The complete working of the entire question is present in the description below for you to download. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and thank you so much for watching.